Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Amore Antasia. For those who are new, make sure that you subscribe and you set your notifications to on so that you can be informed when I upload more videos. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to find your perfect shade of foundation or concealers in the drugstore. Okay, so first of all, I know that most of you guys were just like me. When you couldn't find your shade in the drugstore, you pretty much just went to high-end. And that's why a lot of people prefer high-end over drugstore anyway, because it's hard to find their shades, even for women of color and for those who are more pale or white. Just being honest, not trying to be funny, but I'm going to show you guys some tips and tricks on how to find your perfect, or basically the match for your skin tone. Now, first of all, you need to know if you are cool, warm, or neutral. These are some basic characteristics that will help determine whether you are warm tone, cool tone, or neutral. Now, if you are warm tone, then you definitely need to buy a foundation that has a yellow base. Now, warm tone is more so how it sounds, like warmer a little bit. You know, like how you use the apps and you change the picture from cooler tone, where it goes like from color to like bluish color, and then if you go towards warmer, it goes more into like an orangey reddish color. Well, that's the same thing for our skin complexions. For those who have like an orangey, more reddish, red undertone, that's considered warm. Anything like earth tones, like tan, nude colors, those are like warm, brown and all those. Now, gray would be considered as cool tone, you know, like grays and silvers and blue. So, and neutral is like both, literally. Now, I feel like I'm neutral because I look good in silver and gold, but that's not the ultimate test, you know, to know what your undertone is like. You pretty much can look at your arm and tell what your undertones are. And honestly, for women of color, like those that have darker skin like myself, it's harder to find our colors because there's not that many, but you can always mix, and that's what I do to find my complete color. Now, True Match, L'Oreal True Match has a collection of cool tone, neutral, and warm. So that's the only brand that I really know that has, you know, a variety of both cool and warm and neutral. Most other drugstore brands only have the colors. They'll have either combination or oily skin tone or skin types, and they have dry. So most of them for darker colors are kind of like orangey. For instance, like the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, I wear 355 Coconut. Well, Coconut has like an orangey undertone sometimes, which is why I stopped using the orange correctors. You guys see me using yellow. Well, that's why. I don't like having that orangey, you know, orangey look, period, on my foundation. I rather look like neutral, you know. But anyway, so after you figured that out, even if you don't know, it's still okay. You can just pretty much go with the flow, like how I do. So when you're going to drugstores, especially like Walgreens, don't be afraid to ask them to like test the product on you. Like, you know, just tell them to use like, you know, a Q-tip, or you could bring your own clean Q-tips. And here's a color from Revlon Colorstay. I'll just say that. Most of them now come with applicators. Well, not applicators, they come with the what is this, a tube, the squirt tube thing. I can't think of it right now, but you definitely put it on, just put a drop. I would recommend you to put it on your face, even if you purchase it and go to the car and then, you know, use the natural daylight, which really tells you the truth on if that matches your skin tone or not, and just dab it on your skin. And if it blends, then you're good. But kind of wait a few minutes. Like, actually, I would recommend probably like 20 to 30 minutes so that, you know, it can kind of settle into your skin. Because some foundations, they may not match perfectly as soon as you put it on. But if you use a wet or a damp beauty blender, it blends in better, especially on top of like your highlighting or concealer. So, but if you're just the type that just wants foundation only, then definitely swatch it on your chin. Well, like not your chin, but like right along here, your cheekbone, so that you can see if it's a good match. Now, what I love about Walgreens and I don't know about CVS, but I know the Walgreens, they have actual cosmetics people that work there, so they can pretty much take out a cotton ball or something and let you test it. If not, you can't do it in the store, I don't believe. You know, if you just open it right there, they may think that you're trying to like steal or something. So that's why I say just try to get permission first to see if they can use, you know, a tester or open one and kind of squirt it, and you know, you can test it that way. Or just go to your car, open the bottle, and don't get it messy. Just open the bottle and just use the top. Don't stick your hand in this because that's unsanitary if you're planning to return it. But just use the top part. There's always pretty much going to be some part residue in the top. Or you can just squirt a little and then test it in the car. Or, you know, wait till you get home. And you have up to 7 days to return it. Then you can just, you know, pretty much go home and see how it looks in the fluorescent light. And then, you know, use it with your other makeup products and see if it blends. If it doesn't, take it back. Now, here's another trick. You may have to do what I do. I blend these two colors from Revlon Colorstay. This is the best foundation that I know of the drugstore. This and the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. But these two are my favorite because this is like the exact dupe to the Studio Fix Fluid from MAC. So I have to mix cappuccino and caramel together. I just mix, just like how I did that demo, I just mix an even amount of pumps. That's what this is, a pump top. To see, you know, to mix it up with my stipple brush, and then I apply my makeup that way. Now, that's pretty much what most of us are going to have to do, or most of you guys may have to do, is just mix both of them. But the best part about it is that with Walgreens, they majority of the time they have buy one get one half off. So you're still spending $28. Let's say if both of them were like, for one of them were $14, you pay $7 for the other one. For $28, you got 2 foundations. All of these, pretty much all of the foundations, especially Revlon, they are at least 1 fluid ounce, which is the equivalent to MAC. So you're getting double the product for the same price. And all you have to do is pretty much just test it. Now, I should have, if I didn't show you guys in the intro, you know, on the different types of makeup selections that they have, my favorite as far as wide selection of skin tone is Revlon and True Match. But L'Oreal True Match used to break me out. And I used to be Cocoa C8 for cool tone 8 because the warm, it just didn't work with me. I just preferred cool or either neutral. And that was pretty much the closest to my complexion. I don't know now. I haven't used it in like over 5 or 6 years, so I may, you know, just test it again. But in what I like about the Revlon and L'Oreal is that they have more like tones, you know, for all of us. Now, I don't know much about the Queen Latifah collection from CoverGirl because last time I purchased one of her makeup products or her foundations, it was really oily. And it didn't cover up anything. It wasn't like full coverage. Revlon and L'Oreal, most of their foundations are full coverage. Even Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. They do, well, now they have more selections for those who have darker tones. They have just added a dark tone. I can't think of the name of it, but I know it's after the one that I use, which is Cocoa. Well, there's 2 more. And also Revlon Colorstay. They just, here's the new one. They have, I think, 2 or 3 different colors. But for as far as dark skin goes, I know that these are the 2. 355 Almond, and they have another one called Toffee. And that, I already have Caramel. So Caramel is 400 and this is 355. So this is more orangey, honestly. And I'm going to take this one back because I don't like that orangey tone. It doesn't match at all. It's a little darker. It's darker than the Caramel, but I thought it would be like a perfect match between, you know, so that I won't have to mix these 2 together, the Caramel and the cappuccino. So at least I tried. But there's a lot of you that might be this color. So go ahead and check them out at Walgreens. And I love that the color stays really 24 hours and it has SPF of 15. And I always use combination oily skin because my T-zone is oily most of the time. My face eats up oil like cookies, like, or something. Like, it does. It just eats it up. So, yeah. Last but not least, the last tip would be, if you're at Walmart, I would not recommend you to try it in the store. I mean, maybe just a little, I don't know, because Walmart has so many cameras right there and they think that you might steal or something like that. I would just recommend you going to your car and then trying it, or then, you know, go ahead and go home and then return it the next day. They won't say anything to you because they can't. If it's not your shade, it's not your shade. But like I said, always be sanitary and use a Q-tip or something like a cotton ball or something to, you know, get the product out. And don't be like really messy taking the tape and covering off. Leave the tape on there, just like how I just did with this one. It comes with tape from Walgreens where you can't like take it off, so I just placed the tape back on there. And that's pretty much it for this video. I just want to give you guys some tips on how to find your complexion or, you know, your perfect shade in the drugstore. Also, if you could look at a few like videos like for instance, for those of you who might be my color, or let's say there's other YouTubers' colors, what I do, yeah, this is the last tip. What I used to do was I would go into YouTube and I would search for a certain brand. Like if I wanted to get the L'Oreal True Match, I would Google L'Oreal True Match Cocoa. And then a lot of videos will pop up with the girls that are that color. And you know, I would sometimes go off of that, and then I will go to the store and go get it and see if it matches with my skin tone. But you have to be careful with that, because even right now, these lights kind of give me like a really bright look. This is my complexion, but sometimes, you know, as far as shade matching, you need to be perfect. You need to have complete daylight. It's like 4 in the morning right now. So, you know, I have these bright lights that are on me. So it might be harder for you guys to see if we're the same complexion, if that makes sense. Also, when you go to matching or swatching the foundation colors, please do not use your inner arm. Don't do that, because most of our arms in the inside, for those, you know, women of color, are lighter than the outside. And also, our hands don't always match our face and neck. As you can see, my chest is light. My chest is actually caramel, but I cannot put caramel on my face because my face is a shade or two darker, and it's like I look like a freaking wingworm or something, ringworm, because I have like 3 different colors. I have my neck color, which is like a caramel color. Then I have my chest is like a caramel color, and then this is more like a mixture of both of these, and my face is darker. So I try my best to like match my face with my neck, because that's, you know, it's pretty much easier for me. But I don't apply makeup to my neck, so definitely, you know, you can tell the difference. Now my fist, or my forehead, is almost the color of my face. It's definitely the color of my neck, but you know, I do have a contour too that makes it look a little darker. But don't try to match, pretty much don't go by your fist, your forearm, because or your back of your hand, because you know, you might not be the same color all around. So you should definitely, like I said, swatch it on your face to get a more precise color match. Because I used to do that a lot at MAC, try to get the complexion that matches my hand, and it just didn't work. You know, and it's okay to have your face a little darker than your body. That's fine. So even a lot of people have made comments, you know, saying, especially on Instagram, oh my God, some people drug the mess out of me. Like, they were really dragging me. But a lot of you guys, my subscribers, were defending me. They were like, okay, girl, it's just a makeup job. Like, shut up. But this big famous, well, not famous, but Instagram famous website for beauty videos reposted one of my videos, and the lighting did make it look a little lighter, but they were saying like that I was trying to be white. I was using a yellow corrector as concealer to try to be whiter, and I'm like, y'all need to get a life. I'm proud of being dark skinned. I made a video about it. So it's just really silly to entertain people. So, but I do pride myself on trying my best to match my face and my, you know, at least this part of my neck. So to each his own, but that's just all the tips that I'm trying to, you know, that I can really give. So those are basically my tips on shopping in the drugstore. And hopefully you guys can save some coins by going there. Now, if you guys have any questions or comments, make sure that you post below. Make sure you thumbs up this video and share it for other beauties who are on a budget. Also, check out my previous videos on drugstore products for women of color, and I have 2 of them. I have an older one and I have an update video. So yeah, make sure you check those out, and check out my makeup video tutorials and my hair company. I'm having bundle deals right now, a bundle deal sale. So make sure you check that out. Thank you guys for watching so much, and see you guys next time.